Hi, I'm Kathy Henry, and I am a licensed clinical social worker working with Healing Hearts of Indy. Today I would like to talk about, is your no broken? Do you find your mouth saying yes when the rest of you is screaming no? Do you accept invitations out of guilt or instead of desire to do whatever it is that you're agreeing to? Do you get paralyzed and just not respond sometimes when someone requests something out of you that you don't want to do? You might have a broken no and not even know it. So here are some of the signs that you might have a broken no. Number one is that you avoid. So you try to avoid having a conversation with someone rather than directly saying no. So it's easier to just steer clear of that person, not return a text, make sure you go out of your way to not get around them at work or whatever, so that you won't get put on the spot and have to answer. That's what I mean by avoiding. You may be avoiding the people or the conversation, but either way, the real problem is your inability to say no. Perhaps maybe one of the signs is that you're feeling victimized. Do you immediately feel anger at someone just for asking you to do something? The anger may be less about them asking you and more about your discomfort with telling someone no. Maybe your schedule is overloaded. If your schedule is feeling completely packed and out of control, then you're probably having difficulty saying no and leaving some space for yourself. Another sign is feeling extremely guilty when you have the thought of having to say no. Your no may not be completely broken in that instance, but it is certainly damaged if you feel extreme guilt at the thought of saying no. So why is it so hard to say no? Generally speaking, it's for one or more of the following reasons. Number one, a bad sense of boundaries. As we grow up, we are learning about boundaries. Where is the line between okay and not okay? If you didn't emerge from your childhood with a healthy sense of what is okay and what is not okay to ask for or to say no to, then you're going to have a hard time knowing when it is okay to say no. So if your family, when you were growing up, it really wasn't okay for you to say no, you're going to have a very hard time saying no in your adult life as well, because all of those same feelings will be coming up in you. Another reason why it's so difficult to say no sometimes is trying to control how other people think or feel about you. Oftentimes we are so busy trying to protect our image and control what other people think of us that we will sail ourselves down the river in the process and, again, overpack our schedules and agree to things that we don't want to do. If you desperately need people to like you or see you as kind or giving or Christian or whatever, then saying no is going to be hard because not everybody's going to like it when you say no. I said no to, or someone said no to me recently, and I just said, okay, we'll do it another time. And they came right back at me, and this was via text, and said, what? No guilt trip or anything? And that kind of shocked me because I'm not one I don't typically guilt people, or maybe I have in the past and I don't now, but it just surprised me that she was so surprised I didn't react.